this is so different. You know, but McDowell's always been in position and betting in position. He's check raised here. Well, he's checked. I imagine he's going to check raise. That's like...
Put them all in.
Oh, my gosh.
All in.
This is the third time the guy's done it to him.
Right.
He's folded the 9-3. He's folded the jacks on the king high board. He was right the first time. He was right the second time. He's just turned top pair, but he doesn't like it at all. He knows when the guy plays a hand like this, a straightforward guy, with all due respect to Graham McDowell, you know, look at how many chips in the pot.
But isn't it slightly different? I mean, McDowell didn't bet out here. He's check raised. There's something...
It's super strong. It's gone check on the flop and then check raise all in on the turn.
You got...
He's making some sick laydowns at the moment, given his chip stats.
Yes. And I'll tell you what, McDowell put him to the test, and he hasn't showed him yet either, has he?
And he's going to be driving him mad inside. I mean, what's this guy have? He bet, he raised, bet, he raised, bet, he raised.
Yeah,
I mean,
sorry, man. We always end up playing against each other.
and you keep having the best hand, Graham, every single time.
And McDowell's doing well not to show him. He knows he's driving the guy mad and isn't going to give him the satisfaction of how good a decision Nachman's made.
I'm going to take my hat off to this Daniel Nachman. Listen, I'm out the door earlier on. I might be out the door with the 2 jacks. I might have been out the door with the ace. I'm not bet folding that turn. I don't have enough chips. I'm stubborn, and you know what?
Yeah.
He's
Good
just
luck
made
to him.
3 really good laydowns.
He could use a hat, actually, Nachman.
I'm on.
But, I mean, you're right.
Raise.
He's not just playing good. He's playing stellar. He's shown a lot of character.
Pass.
And these golfers all know something about character, but Nachman's given them a lesson himself. And Nachman's moved all in here from the button. Morgan's limped, and Nachman's moved all in. And
775.
you know, what's John going to do here? And did Nachman make the right play?
Absolutely the right play. He's getting pretty low. He's got an ace. He's unlucky if Morgan's got a big hand, because he did limp with queens earlier, but
Who dares wins?
I think he's going to get called though, and it's going to be very close percentages, maybe 55-45 to the ace-3.
Yeah, I mean, a chancy hand for Nachman, but you know what? If you're forced to make a marginal decision, you have to make it. He's been making the best of bad decisions, bad options all night long, and he's in here with a 60% chance.
Well, I want to see him double up here. He's been making some really good poker decisions all the way through, and it would be really, really rough justice if he gets knocked out here.
And yet a lesson for us all.
Yeah, I mean, make good decisions like this in the long run, you'll come out a big winner. On any given day, the deck can really, really be cruel to you. But let's see an ace out there.
Morgan's got chips back, and it's Nachman all in, but leading. That didn't really change things that flop. The king or the queen still a bit destructive.
Well, it means if he hits the king or the queen, he's still got plenty of outs to make a straight or 2 pair or trip. So
You hear my heart?
Yeah, he's saying, I am a little nervous. It's a big, big moment here for Nachman. And that's not it. Just needs to dodge 6 cards to the river.
Could be.
Bad river.
bad river. He's feeling it. He's feeling it. No. 2 pair.
Well done, mate.
Okay, 65, 60.
He has been forced to work for it. He's kept his nerve. And, you know, when you've been battered around like a sea cod, it is hard to sometimes stick those chips in with ace-3, even if you know if it's marginally overall the right play. You see daggers behind every stone.
Battered around like a sea cod.
You know, an efficient chip shot. And with that double up, Nachman still on the bottom. But you know what? 1,700. He's going to feel like he's got 1,700 million.
Absolutely. He's going to feel great having just under his starting stack. And you know what, Jesse? If he doubles up through any other player, he becomes the chip leader. So it's great to see Daniel. He's playing well. Great to see him back in this.
Tension is raising. It's unbearable.
Pass.
It'll be interesting to see, you know, what it's going to take for someone to get their chips in. Basically, you look at any of these 6 players on the table, and if there's an all-in between 2, it's going to be lifeblood stuff for both players at the same time.
200.
200.
Yeah, they're at the point now where many of them are around the 10 big blind mark. If they're going to play a pot, they're going to be playing it for everything.
Pass.
Torrance having to think. I mean, he was somewhere between a steal, a limp, and a fold, and I think it was his stack size. Look at this. I mean,
Okay,
talk
200
about
total.
lying in the weeds and then coming out, guns blazing.
Pass.
He may be a city man.
I'll tell you what. No limit hold'em. It's not all about the strength of your hand. It's about your position, your table image. He's got a very good table image, and the stack sizes.
I can't believe that I'm actually here. It's just such a nice achievement, like, to be here. You know, it's a very weird experience at the moment. You know, especially with these stars, and to beat, like I said, 11,000 people to get online, and then actually come here and think to yourself, you're going to hopefully try and win £7,000. It's a hell of a lot of money. That's just to get through, and then £20,000 is unbelievable. I'm really looking forward to it.
100 up and 200 in, and Morgan on the hook. Twos.
Well, there seems to be a bit of a raising culture at the moment on the table. Is he going to limp or is he going to raise?
Pass. Pass.
It's
Pass.
just limped in.
Call.
Call.
Got
Okay.
action.
Twos don't play that well, because there's always going to be, if there's two opponents, possibly 4 overcards. We can see there's 3 overcards against him, a king, a jack, and a 4.
And they especially don't play well when with the size of these blinds in relation to the stacks, huh?
Absolutely. I would have liked to have seen a raise from Johnny there, but, you know, if they check to him, it's not a bad flop.
400.
This is the thing he has done well. I think his
sorry.
bet sizing has been good all night, Nick, and also his aggression.
Yeah, I mean, the aggression's been good. 400 into 600, there's fine. 3 or 400 does the job. He's got the best hand, he takes it down. He can't afford to let his opponents really see another card. Even a 3 would counterfeit him. So, I like the way he's actually taken the initiative on that flop and taken it down.
Who dares wins.
And with that, he who dares wins. It's a phrase that you could really fit into any sport. Poker counts. Especially on a Saturday in golf when they make those pins a little bit attractive. Go for it. It's moving day. isn't it? Nachman, does he have enough for anything but an all-in? He's got 6.5 big blinds.
600.
Well, he's put half his stack in. It's the same thing, really.
He will call the shove.
Oh, absolutely.
All in.
We raise all in.
Well, Von de Velde, I wonder if he would have called this,
11, 12, 13.
or, you know, made this move if Nachman had moved straight all in.
Can't call. Can raise, can't call.
Pass.
Ooh,
That's a big mistake. That's a big mistake.
and you could have seen 2 different ways for that hand to go. Had Nachman open shoved, Von de Velde might not have called.
He probably would have still called. I mean, he
might have.
fancied his hand and he's pretty low stacked. And I think now I can start to get a bit of insight into these great folds earlier on. Maybe Daniel does fear a bit too much that the opponent has the best hand. And in that case, he's made a bit of an error there.
Give me something nice on the button. It shows that I'm bluffing to raise. 4 of a kind.
Pass.
I'll tell you, when Von de Velde lost those kings, you thought he was an afterthought. He's looming large, and here comes Johnny.
Cool.
I heard a great story about John Morgan.
Call.
When he was at a tournament in Miami, and he lost a prop bet with someone. He had to dye his hair shocking bright blue, like a Smurf. Tim Fincham, the PGA Tour commissioner, has called him into his office, and oh my gosh,
Look
full
at the
house.